Good News ITW, episode 12. A deep dive into my book, Wholesaling, my new vehicle to wealth and financial freedom. Today, you're here for a treat because I'm going to give you some free game and the insight of why I created this book and information for you can go out there and find some properties yourself and make some money. Let's go. After closing well over 50 successful real estate wholesaling deals, acquiring 2 rental properties, and helping countless individuals close their first deal, I decided the world and everybody need to know about this amazing skill called wholesaling. So that's why I created this book. Yes, I tell my friends and families about it, but at the end of the day, they need to see proof. They need to see receipts. So publishing this book, that actually helped me, gain some of my friends to join in, right? And they're seeing the deals, they're seeing the rental property, and they're seeing when I'm going to events, I'm speaking about it, and I have other people I'm helping close deals. Actually, right now, I'm helping people all over the US close deals in other states. So that's a great thing, and that's so satisfying to know that, hey, I can be a help, when people are looking for extra ways to make money. This is a great skill set to learn because once you know it, you can actually acquire your own property. So as right now, I'm looking for land. I don't need to go to a realtor or go to, reach out to other investors to look for properties. I find them myself. So that's the great thing about learning wholesaling. You get to cherry pick great deals, and the deal that you don't want, you can actually make an assignment fee from it. And I know you're probably wondering, I hear about wholesaling. I know there's scams and all kind of things out here. But listen, I even got a chapter in this book called Is This a Scam? Chapter 2. Because yes, when I first heard about it, I'm like, no way you can make money from a property that you don't own, or is little to no overhead. But honestly, after I closed my first deal, thanks to a partner named Sean, we JV, it was a joint venture. It was a $10,000 assignment, and I actually $10,000 dropped into my account. It wasn't real until I saw that money in my account, and I'm like, you know what? Rinse and repeat. Let's do it again. So, I'm telling people about it, but you got to put it in ink. So I created this book. And now when I walk into rooms, I go into conferences, this is pretty much my business card. So, and of course, you want to know what is wholesaling. And I actually started my first chapter called What is Wholesaling? And let me go to the drawing board to tell you what wholesaling is. I know if you in your neighborhood, you see a house with, tall grass, boarded windows. So we got your house. You got the house, this is the grass. Overgrown grass, boarded windows. That's what you're looking for. Once you find the house, you need to find the seller of that house. There are many ways you can find a seller. You can send letters to the owner. You can reach out and skip trace, meaning call them. I give you more breakdown in my playbook that I created. So once you find a seller, you want to find a house or find a seller that's, they don't want the house no more. They could be living out of state and paying taxes. They don't even want the property. They want a fair offer, right? You got to do your homework and make sure the number you give, there's room for an investor to buy it. So say if you reach out to that seller and they say, yes, I do want to buy, I do want to sell. I want to sell for 50K. So if the seller agrees to sell at 50,000, you got to make sure there's enough room for you can make an assignment, meaning you can make 5,000, 10,000, or 20. Just say $5,000. I feel that's a fair number or average number on a deal. So now you got a seller of that home. They say yes to 50,000. You add your 5,000. So next, you need someone to buy that property at 55. You need a buyer. I mean a cash buyer. A cash buyer is someone who don't need no traditional funding. They don't got to go to the bank. They have their own money. Typically, someone who's maybe doing fix and flips in your neighborhood, you can go to foreclose or a tax delinquent sale. People that are bidding on properties, they are active buyers. So if you go to those events, you just let them know, hey, I'm a wholesaler. I find properties, and add them to your cash buyers list. That's a list of investors who will buy that property that you now got locked up. So you tell the buyer, I have a property for 55K. So at the closing, you need a closing attorney office to close the deal, right? At the closing, the seller, they get the 50K. The buyer buys it at 55, right? And what's left over is 5K. The 5K is the remainder left from that deal, which you get for putting a deal together. So you are the wholesaler. You're simply the middleman. You find distressed properties, you connect them with the buyer, and you got to make sure the numbers work to say, hey, you can make a profit. You can make 5,000 or you can even make more. It depends on how sweet or how good the deal is. And that's kind of simple, the process. Now, my playbook, 10 plays to close your first deal. You get step-by-step instructions. You got the contracts, everything you need. This is just an introduction, but you can take this book and go out and find a property today. Walking this nice trail. Oh, wait a minute. I hear something. It's coming from that tree. It's just me. I'm the local real estate investor. You want to sell a house? I will buy anywhere. I buy forests, I buy nature trails, houses, mobile homes, and lot. Reach out to me anywhere in South Carolina, Gary, Indiana, Atlanta, North Carolina, and Jacksonville, Florida. 843-608-9667. I don't care if you're going through divorce, man. We close in 30 days. Cash offer. Days. Like driving your car, we call that driving for dollars. All it takes is some gas. You locate a property like that. You write the address down. Snap a picture. And if you're anywhere in South Carolina, Gary, Indiana, Jacksonville, Florida, Charlotte, surrounding areas, North Carolina, or Atlanta, Georgia, if you're in any one of those states and you don't want to do the whole process, but you don't mind driving and you see properties like this for sale by owner or vacant, write the address, take a picture, and if you send it to the number in this description under this video, you can make a $1,000 finder's fee. But if you say, you know what, I don't want $1,000 finder's fee, I want to go further. Well, you can start with this book, Small Investment. You read this book and say, you know what, I want to dig in more. I have the playbook, which is 10 plays to close your first deal. Everything you need to know. But if you want to take it to the next step, I have a limited seating. I'm teaching and I'm JVing 10 people. I'm going to coach them through the first 3 deals. Everything you need to know. You just need to put in the work and say you're willing to invest in yourself to close the deal. It's going to be a 50-50 effort, which I'm going to walk you through everything, how to take the pictures, how to find those distressed properties and the sellers, how to talk to them, how to evaluate a good offer price, how to find the cash buyers, everything you need to know up until the closing attorney, So if you want to take advantage of that, like I said, reach out. I have a number, hit ready, text that number ready or send me your information. And that's the goal, because everyone needs help. Everyone's need outsource a way to make more money, right? I still work a 9 to 5, and I still help people close deals. I'm closing deals all the time. And it's like I told you, low overhead, marketing and other things you can add to, your budget once you start making money. And then again, you don't got to stay a wholesaler. The goal is to get that knowledge. And once you build relationship with realtors, other investors, contractors, and broker office, man, you can really do anything you want to do. I'm working on my fix and flip this year. And I'm learning from a developer how to build these properties and do other things. So this is a great entryway into real estate. So don't miss out. Um, Hope you enjoyed this episode. And listen, don't forget, get into real estate. Don't wait. Till then, I see you.